Saturday. Last night was really good. Today looks kind of crazy different, right? And don't know why. Could be Google CapEx, but very, very interesting place setting up for the end of the day today. So I have to wait. The trade I was talking about last night was Dell. Uh, so Dell, if you want to do it right now, you can buy the stock. Interesting. Okay. And in theory, so here's the theory. So SMCI margins up double, not a little bit, double. So, and huge business. So the theory is, why would anybody go to debt or go to SMCI because it's a gummy company? Well, because they're ones that can deliver, but all of a sudden they're raising prices like crazy. That means Dell is raising prices crazy. That means Dell margins are going to be huge. So in theory, in a good market, if today was a good market, Dell would be already at 440, 450. Okay. And so you could buy the stock for 40 or 50 points up and sell it, you know. Interesting. Now things look a little bit different this morning. If Dell I would love Dell to pop down to 400. We buy it, take it up 20, 30 points, sell the stock, use the money to buy calls into earnings. Very straightforward, right? Micron concerning because it was at almost 1,000 last night. Has to get through. If it breaks back down. So now let me tell you. So let's talk a little bit about this. It doesn't matter. I am 95% sure Google will not drop CapEx. But there's that 5%. And if that 5% were to happen, Micron 800, SanDisk probably 1,200. Okay? I would think Meta and all them fly higher. Meta 700. Okay? AMAT 400. Lam Research, 250. AMD 400, ARM 200, Marvell 100, Avago 250, AOI 80, Light 600. I'm telling you, if they were to drop CapEx, because that means, Google's dropping CapEx, that means everybody's dropping CapEx. The AI trade is over. There's no money left. It's all done. Nobody's going to spend money, so you don't need any of this stuff. NBIS gets cut in half, Iron gets cut in half, Cypher and all these things get cut by 85% because they're all shit. Okay? So just understand that. That's a 5% possibility that it happens. Okay? 5%. I don't think it can happen, but you'd never know. You never know. And that's why Sam says this play of up or down 400 on the NASDAQ for tomorrow. Now, somebody's going to I guarantee you, somebody's going to send me a message. At least 5 people are going to send me a message during the day. Sam, can I buy NASDAQ now? So what if you buy NASDAQ now? Say you buy the calls for tomorrow and you buy the puts and we go down another 200 on the NASDAQ. And then you pop, 450 on the NASDAQ tomorrow. Well, you lose money because you were down today. If it goes down 200, say you buy them for $35, they're going to be $15. And then tomorrow they go to $30. You don't sell them and then they close at zero. You have to do it at the close in the last 5 minutes. Okay. So if you're playing both sides, you can't buy it early. Well, you can, depending on what your strategy is. I mean, like if you think Google is going to go down all day today and earnings are going to be good and they're going to guide CapEx down, then you can buy calls and puts. So, but you have to sell one pre-earnings, okay? So you just have to understand. Look at the memory drop, guys. Okay, be careful with this. If yesterday was the fake out, because AOI was at 126 last night. Okay, it was at 126. Very interesting. And ASML is down. If ASML is down, they're like, we don't need chips. So maybe it changes, maybe it doesn't. But today, and I said it yesterday. I said it yesterday in the room. I posted on private Twitter. I said today is a nothing day. You just have to wait and and just chill and see what happens with Google. Now you have Tesla earnings. Tesla just doesn't go up. People are look, they love Elon, but Elon not making people any money. Okay, trust me. Tesla hasn't done anything for 3.5 years. Okay, 3.5 years. If you bought Tesla 4 or 5 years ago, you're losing money. Okay, SpaceX, you're down 100% almost. Okay, don't do you comprehend the fact that 4x the amount of stock that's there is going to be released in a few days? 4x. Everybody and their mother is going to be selling. Okay, so just understand that. Okay, Goldman Sachs looks okay. That one can really rock it if we here go up here. Let's see what happens. SPX slowly working low. So then we see. Okay, look at things like Marvell down 6, AMD down into a Meta deal and into an Anthropic deal. That's an issue. Okay, Avago, Google's biggest capex. If Google guides capex up, Avago is the biggest benefactor. Should easily be 400, but it's down. If they guide capex down, Avago 300, Jesus, possible. So in this world of with the World Trade Center and what Sam learned, anything is possible. Didn't say probable, possible. So make sure you have at least one hedge on the other side if you have calls, or you wait, one or the other. Okay. Let's get going here. SPX down 31. So now we're heading back lower. You're at 74.80-ish. 74.80-ish. Okay. Somewhere in there. 74.52. Anything under 74.31 is a crater. Over 75.52 is a rip. Light was at 839 and then last night and 850 and now it's 800. 852 up, 752 down. AAOI was 126. So you're 131 up, 100 flat down. Avago 400, 403, 410 is the beast, 409 is the beast. Underneath 361. Dell will probably buy Dell right at the open, may add a couple weeks to it. So like Dell, I think Dell goes up no matter what. I think Dell pops to 426 really fast. May buy some Dell stock, more Dell stock here in a little while. Okay. Google. So I don't understand people reporting news. So 2 days ago, they said Google is having a problem with their next version. And then they released 3 next versions. What am I missing here? That they have 13 versions that they're doing right now? I have no idea. Okay. 372. If they cut capex, this is 400. I'm telling you. If they cut capex, it's 400. If they don't, but that destroys everything. Okay? That destroys everything. Marvell, 209, 221, under 191. ARM, if Intel comes out tomorrow and guides up and says massive CPU shortage, which I think they're going to do, then AMD pops, ARM explodes, and then we see. But that's tomorrow after the close, not before. Tesla earnings 414 hard underneath 361. If Tesla, look, he's going to come out and he's going to tell you, oh, robotaxi's good. We're going to have 15 million cars. He's not, the guy's releasing 10 cars everywhere at a time, 10 at a time. So he's been in Dallas for 6 months. After 15 years of developing this, 15 years, and telling us since 2021 that robo taxis and this is our vision and self-driving. Okay. 6 years later, he doesn't even have 1,000 cars in every city. And that's what the market is telling you, saying you may not have even 10 robots in every city. Nobody believes him. Okay. AMD should be higher. AMD just pops. Everything just popped. Don't know what happened. Okay. Interesting. AMD news is really good. It should be higher. Uh, ASML 1821, 1700, AMAT 600, Intel 109, Goldman Sachs 1109 is an accelerator. Meta, if Google were to cut capex, then Microsoft, Meta, and Google may all go 50 points. Okay? Interesting. The 700s are 70 cents. If you can buy them at 20 cents, becomes interesting just for the hell of it. Microsoft 404, and Microsoft is up today. Interesting. AppLovin looks like it's going to break at some point 381. Bitcoin MicroStrategy trying again 106. SK Hynix last night was at 177, so it's down 17 from last night. SanDisk just popped 15 points. This was at 1667. The 1669 now becomes a beast. Micron, if it can take out and go positive to start with, it can test 1,000. Okay, that's what we know. I think Google is going to be fine, but we will hedge. And I think Dell is a grand slam here. Everybody have a great trading day. See you. Oh, Lily. Lily, the news is really good. They're not viewing it as good. They're viewing it as, oh, in 2 years, everybody loses their profits. Who cares about 2 years? Do people not understand Trump's not the president in 2 years? What he says doesn't mean shit in 2 years. Everything can be changed. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.